Greetings, Star Trek enthusiasts and gamers alike. It's the Tired Time Lord. Today, I'll be guiding you through the universe of Star Trek, Resurgence, the narrative adventure game that's been capturing hearts since its release in May 2023. And don't worry, this review is designed to be minimal spoilers, so you can watch with peace of mind. All footage will only be from the beginning sections. Star Trek Resurgence is more than just a game. It's a deep dive into the lore we love, set shortly after the events of Star Trek: The Next Generation. It's an interactive journey where your choices carve out the story, immersing you in a richly detailed Star Trek universe. Let's engage and explore what makes Star Trek Resurgence a must-play for fans of the franchise and adventure game enthusiasts. Before we warp into the heart of Star Trek Resurgence, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to see more content like this. This stellar adventure is available across a wide array of platforms, ensuring that almost anyone can join in. Whether you're a captain of a PlayStation 4 or 5, an ensign of the Xbox One or Series X or S, or navigating the universe via Windows 10 or 11, Resurgence is ready for your command. Now, let's meet our protagonists. In a unique twist, you'll be stepping into the boots of not one, but two Starfleet officers. First up is First Officer Jara Riddick, whose decisions and leadership skills are pivotal to the unfolding narrative. Then there's Engineering Crewperson Carter Diaz, whose technical prowess and problem-solving abilities play a crucial role in the adventure. Together, they explore a galaxy brimming with intrigue, mystery, and the familiar ethos of Star Trek. Diving into the gameplay mechanics of Star Trek Resurgence, it's clear that fans of Telltale-style games will feel right at home. The game artfully weaves a Star Trek theme into this familiar format, creating an experience that's both engaging and authentically Trek. Every decision, every dialogue choice you make, echoes the moral and ethical dilemmas that have always been at the core of Star Trek storytelling. What really sets Resurgence apart are its interactive segments that go beyond mere storytelling. Imagine you're operating a transporter, carefully beaming up away teams, or navigating the stars in a shuttlecraft. These aren't just cutscenes. They're immersive minigames that put you in the heart of Starfleet operations. The thrill of successfully beaming aboard a team under pressure, or piloting a shuttle through asteroid fields, adds a dynamic layer to the gameplay. And let's talk about the quick-time events. Resurgence integrates them seamlessly into the narrative. These aren't arbitrary button-mashing moments. They feel like natural extensions of the story. Whether you're repairing a critical system or engaging in a tense diplomatic exchange, these events enhance the plot's intensity without detracting from the story's flow. It's a delicate balance masterfully achieved, making Resurgence a true Star Trek experience. Now, let's navigate the rich tapestry of Star Trek Resurgence and its fidelity to the lore we cherish. The game developers have gone to warp speed to ensure that every detail resonates with the authenticity of the Star Trek universe. This includes the introduction of diverse species, such as a Kobliad character, adding depth and texture to the narrative while honoring the franchise's tradition of exploring varied life forms. The game also meticulously adheres to Starfleet's structure and protocol. The use of ranks like Petty Officer gives a nod to the hierarchical yet collaborative nature of Starfleet. This attention to detail extends to the roles and responsibilities assigned to characters, reflecting the established norms of the Star Trek universe. It's these nuances that make players feel like they're truly part of a Starfleet crew, making decisions that impact the ship and its missions. And speaking of ships, the primary setting of Resurgence is the Centaur-type USS Resolute. This choice of vessel is a brilliant move, offering a fresh perspective beyond the often-seen Galaxy or Sovereign-class starships. The USS Resolute, with its distinct design and capabilities, becomes a character in its own right, setting the stage for the adventures of Rydick, Diaz, and the rest of the crew. It's a reminder of the vastness of the Star Trek fleet and the countless stories waiting to be told within it. As we delve into the player experience and narrative engagement of Star Trek: Resurgence, it's clear that the game does an exceptional job of immersing players in the vastness of the Star Trek universe. The game is not just about watching a story unfold. It's about being an active participant in a living, breathing world where your decisions have weight and consequence. This interactive narrative is what makes Resurgence stand out. As you navigate through the game, your choices as Rydick and Diaz shape the course of the story. It's this element of choice that empowers players, making them feel like an integral part of the Star Trek legacy. Whether you're resolving a diplomatic crisis or making critical decisions in the heat of a battle, your actions determine the fate of your crew and the broader storyline. From my personal experience, Star Trek: Resurgence is a remarkable journey. It captures the classic charm of Telltale games and blends it with the splendor and depth of Star Trek lore. The game's narrative is richly layered, offering surprises and challenges that kept me engaged from start to finish. Its combination of story depth, character development, and player agency makes it a standout addition to the Star Trek universe and a must-play for fans and newcomers alike. When it comes to graphics and sound design, Resurgence does a commendable job. The visuals are a treat, with detailed environments and character models that truly capture the essence of the Star Trek universe. The sound design, including the iconic beeps and chirps of Starfleet technology, adds to the immersive experience. The voice acting is top-notch, bringing depth and authenticity to each character. However, it's important to note that the game is somewhat unoptimized. This manifests in occasional frame drops, particularly in graphically intense scenes. For instance, a scene featuring floating dilithium in a mine proved to be a challenge. Simply turning towards the dilithium caused noticeable dips in frame rate on my PC. Despite these technical hurdles, Star Trek: Resurgence more than makes up for it with its engaging gameplay and compelling narrative. It's a fantastic romp through the Star Trek universe that, even with its imperfections, offers an enjoyable and memorable experience. In conclusion, Star Trek: Resurgence stands as a shining example of how a beloved franchise can successfully transition into the gaming world. It skillfully balances the deep lore and ethos of Star Trek with the accessibility and enjoyment expected from a modern narrative adventure game. This game is not just for the Starfleet veterans among us, but also for those who might be setting foot in the Star Trek universe for the first time. With its engaging story, immersive gameplay, and respectful nod to Star Trek canon, Resurgence offers an experience that is both authentic and fresh. The game's occasional technical limitations are far outweighed by its narrative strengths and the sheer fun of being part of the Star Trek world. For these reasons, I give Star Trek: Resurgence a solid 8 out of 10 deltas. Whether you're a long-time fan or a newcomer to the series, this game is a journey worth taking. If you've enjoyed this journey through the stars with Star Trek: Resurgence, don't forget to show your support. Like this video, share it with your fellow Trekkies and gamers, and subscribe for more content like this. Your engagement helps us continue to explore the vast and fascinating world of gaming. Until we meet again in the vast expanse of space and time, keep your phasers set to fun, and remember, in the Star Trek universe, the final frontier is just the beginning. Tired Time Lord signing off. Live long and prosper.